Siren, where all my gems at? Hey y'all, so your girl is sitting up in the sauna. Boy, look at here, look at here, look at here, look at here. Look at that, look at that. Y'all, when I come in here, I don't be playing. Like, I've been doing this for, I've had my membership for at least 26 years. So I'm like a pro at it by now. But I'm at a different gym. You see the sauna is a little different up in here. That's the way the heat, the rocks look up in here. It's on this little thing right there. So I'm at a different gym. I took a, I drank a, I think it's Alana energy drink. Oh my God. Now, usually I drink like half and I share the other half with my daughter. But today, for whatever reason, I bought one for each of us. And it's so good that you end up drinking damn near the whole thing. Like, my camera overheated. So after I get out of the sauna, I go straight to the shower. I take a cold shower. Okay, cold shower. Then I come here, get dressed to go home, or I might run an errand or two, then go home. So that's what I'm getting ready to do now, because Bay is at the hotel waiting for me. And I'm gonna go meet him there. So yeah, let me go ahead and get dressed, y'all. I tell you, it's a mother. But like I said, I'm at a different gym today. We're on the other side of town because I had to run some errands over here. So I came over here. But it's a setup because they got a scale, right? And y'all know I don't work out to lose weight. So you may see me working out a lot and you may be like, how you still that thick when you work out? Because I eat. I ain't on no diet. I just like to work out, right? Because I eat. Your girl eats. Y'all know, look. Okay, I eat. You see that? Well, that ain't my stomach, but yes, I eat. So with me eating the way I eat, it's just balance itself out. So, but I don't do this to lose weight. I do this to activate my chakras and go from there. So if you want to go on a weight loss journey or any type of fitness journey, this ain't the motivation for you. That great, I told you I would like to lose a couple pounds, but that's not the goal. If that happened, I don't know, I might do something to try to make it happen, but then again, I might not. I don't know, but I'll let y'all know. But anywho, let me get dressed and let me get my arse onto my piece. Y'all see the gym? I don't know where my daughter at, but I like the wall here. You see it? Power, all of that. They have it at like the other gym, but I don't know. You don't really see it like you do here. I like the little fitness area. Look, let me show y'all. See the little turf grass they got. Where's my daughter? Oh, there she go. So yeah, it's cute. It's cute. But yeah, I'm on my way out. So I'm gonna go home. I take a full shower there. Here, I just take like just a regular shower. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the sweat off of me and stuff. And I go home and I take a full shower, and that's why I get dressed and ready to go out with Bay. So, all right. Oh, there go my daughter, my baby. All right. See y'all in a little bit. I'm at Victoria's Secret. Okay. Me and Bay finna go to Cheesecake Factory, get us something. And oh, this is pretty. Oh, they finally got it, the brown one in the little lace. Let me see if it got, oh yeah, see when they got this, just itch. It hurt me. I don't like when they got that over there. Yeah. Feeling sexy. Yeah, I mean, oh, that's cute. I like that little set over there. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, let me show y'all. This little brown set, I like that, y'all. It's cute. I don't know about that right there because my thighs, honey, thunder thighs. I don't know. That's what Victoria's Secret got, y'all. These all they little current colors and stuff. And little panties, 5 for $30. They used to be 7 for $30. So I don't know why they went up on the price and acting like they didn't. Okay. But this is the Mall of Georgia location. So if ever y'all feeling yourself and y'all want some handbags, Victoria's Secret got you. Okay, they even got pink, whatever color you want. I don't know, y'all. This is kind of cute. But I like the silver too. Look at the silver little bucket bag. Okay. Victoria's Secret say we got you. Stay in line for me. Let me see how much they are. It says $64.95. And if you got some whatchamacallits, you probably get something off of that. Oh, look at this. It's sexy. I like the material on that little dress. That's cute. But I don't want nothing. So I don't want nothing. No. Just gonna pay. I'm not into the whole like, yeah, I got too much junk in the trunk, okay? I got a nice size VIP area, and these just don't cover me the way I want them to, so, you know, I gotta go for stuff like this. I need that heavy duty. I need that heavy duty stuff for real. All right, so it look like we next. These are dresses I got from Target. I told y'all I bought 2 in every color. So I'll put the link to them down below. They're only a couple dollars, but they're gorgeous. And they fast. It's a fast, nice look without even trying it, honey. Yeah. Where we at? That mac and cheese burger fry. That mac and cheese look good. Mac and cheese with the burger. I got the fish tacos. Fish taco. I didn't know they was gonna bring me that. I didn't know it came with rice and beans, but got fish tacos, mac and cheese in it. Hey y'all. So we just leaving Cheesecake Factory, right? Y'all, that food was a hot mess. Okay, the food was cold. It was very, very, very cold. And it's like, let me see how I could say this. It was so disrespectful because they was just so, they didn't care. It was just strange, y'all. Like, I don't know how the humans are anymore. I'm seeing more and more clones and robots and robotoids and stuff like that. More and more NPCs. They had no empathy. They didn't even take off. Like, I think Bay's burger was like $19 or something for the burger and fries, y'all. It was so cold. The fries was cold. The cheese on a burger was like, it wasn't even like cheesy. It was hard and dried up. We was like, are we being punked? Because it took them a minute to bring out our food. We like, yo, what's up with the food? Like, where's the food? We've been sitting here like 35, 40 minutes. Like, what's up? So he was like, you know what? Let me go check on it. He brought us cold food. My beans, you can take the bean. We took the beans, okay, the bowl, and turned it upside down. Them beans did not move. Y'all, they did not accommodate us in any type of way. They didn't say, well, let us take off the drinks. So when we asked them, we were like, hey, you know, the food is cold. Like, I had already ate my tacos. I was eating my tacos, right? Because they had to do those fresh, the fish. But he was like, oh, I'll just take it back. Like, he kind of had somewhat of an attitude. Oh, I'll just reorder it. You know what I'm saying? He kind of snatched the plate or whatever. Like, oh, I just reorder it. You know, then he reorders the food. So they say, look, just make that to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we'll just eat it to go because we already been here damn near an hour. So the lady comes back with the same plate and sits it in front of Bay like we not stupid. Like, we not gonna know this the same plate. The fries were cold. The bread was so hard. Bay picked it up and dropped it, and it literally shattered. Y'all, I forgot to pull out my camera for that part. But you know what? I don't know what's going on in this society today, y'all. I don't know. But what I'm gonna say is, y'all, just be on the lookout for stuff. Pay attention because they had no empathy. Then the guy comes out. And he has a to-go bag with Bay's food in it. And he's like, I'm like, they just brought us this plate of food. This is the same plate. He was like, oh, I don't know why they brought that. But here's your food right here. I'm like, so why did they bring this plate back out? Like, it was hot. She had even a mitten on. Like, the plate was hot. It was cold as... I don't don't know, y'all. That was a crazy experience. It's showing me the robots. It's showing me the robotoids, the NPCs. They damn sure ain't no tip. I tell you that. I'm not gonna tip you to disregard my emotions and my money. I gave them no. Hey, my gems. First of all, y'all, this filter shit is. Look at how my eyebrows. One look like the Nike chick. Y'all, they need to cut it out. If it ain't that, they, you know what I'm saying, got me looking like I got black eyes and stuff. Now, I believe, I'm going to tell y'all straight up, I believe these cameras are forcing us to use filters, because when you don't use a filter, you guys, you look a hot mess on camera. I ain't saying in real life. I'm talking about on camera. Okay? These filters are with us. Oh, I'm passing the graveside, y'all. Hold up. But these filters, okay, I don't know, I don't trust this stuff, but anywho. I'm on my way to the gym, y'all, still living in this damn hotel, and my whole life is just like thrown up in the air, and I don't know what's gonna fall and land back the way it was. That's how it is right now. I don't know if I'm gonna move out. Right now, I'm waiting on the property manager to reach out to me so I can discuss, you know, possibly just terminating this lease agreement, you know, and I may just move, and me and Bae just may move in an apartment, you guys, until, you know, we purchase. You know, when it comes to purchasing a home, I don't purchase for the gram. That's not something I do, okay? There's a lot that goes into why you should select a home, you guys. If you don't know Siren, you know, y'all, I'm very much so into living a spiritually based lifestyle, meaning not, oh, I go to church on Sundays. I don't. Not, I read the Bible. I don't. Not, you know, I practice anything spiritual. You know, it depends on what you call spiritual. I have a relationship with God that I'm very comfortable with. It is not a relationship that, you know, society has built. This is me building my own connection with God and the way I choose to live my lifestyle or my life. And when it comes to purchasing a home, you know, that's a very big commitment. I think people got to stop jumping into it because it's the hype. You know, that's a very big commitment. You're trying to build upon a foundation. If you don't find a healthy foundation, you're not going to build from that home. Okay? You're not going to build from that home, period. And what I mean by that is everything has to be in alignment when you purchase a home. Everything. Your zip code, okay? Your home address. A lot of people don't even know this information. It's crazy, but it's a lot that goes into purchasing a home, okay? One, you have to make sure your address is correct. Like whatever the number is on your house, you gotta look into numerology. A lot of us, we move into, and this is not just when you buy a house, this is when you rent, and wherever you live, you gotta look at your numerology, because there's a possibility you may move into an area that really affects your finances. So you will notice that since you've been living there, you haven't really been able to save money, or you haven't been able to, you know, get things done that you wanted done. Sometimes you move in areas that affect, they're not in alignment. It's not an area that's in alignment with your love energy. So you may be single majority of that time, or go from a lot of relationships, or, you know, breaking up, a lot of situations. You may move in that area married, but leave out divorced. You know what I'm saying? You may move in that area with your boo, but then leave out single, because that wasn't an area that supported your love frequency. There's a lot of things energetically, you guys, that you have to look into when you're making major decisions like this. So, you know, when it comes to this particular area that I lived in, I knew when I moved in this home, it was going to come with major changes, and it has, okay? But I understood the assignment. I didn't just, you know, move in over there and be all willy-nilly. I understand the assignment. A lot of us, we got to really take the time to be responsible. A lot of people say they spiritual, but spiritual is somebody who's responsible for their life. Okay? It's not about, oh, the devil busy. The devil is going to do what the devil going to do. And if you're going to continue to blame the devil for everything, then guess what? The devil going to continue doing everything. You know, the devil... In my world, the devil is an assistant, honestly. You know, he comes to show me the areas of my life where I'm falling short. You know what I'm saying? He comes to show me the consequences of my actions. And I ain't got no beef with that. You know, it ain't what we like. It's kind of like the judge who got to rule you or sentence you to prison. You did some wrong, so of course you're gonna hate me, because now I'm the sentencer. I'm the one who have to call judgment on your actions. And to me, that's what the devil does. He calls judgment on your actions, the decisions you made. You chose that. And when he cheated on you, okay, or gave you something, or made another baby and broke your heart, you had a choice. You chose to be with that person. So, you know, like I say, I live a very spiritually based lifestyle, and I look into everything that I do. And this is what, you know, this is how I'm able to accept all of the great things I go through, all of the not so great things that I go through, you know. And like I say, this situation right here, it just it's opening me up to that next level, right? So I don't know. It looks like I'm gonna, you know, end up closing out this this situation. I haven't talked to them to see if they're okay with it, but I want to close out this this lease, you guys. I just want to leave. There's a lot of mildew, the smell in the house. It smells like a little faint diarrhea and mildew. You know, the energy, the vibe is off, okay? Again, you guys, at a certain point, you tend to outgrow where you live. You know what I'm saying? Energetically, and that's a good thing. And this is what I've noticed has happened to me. When it comes to your zip code, I teach in my classes zip. If you look up the one of the basic or old definitions of the word zip, is called energy. So your zip code is your energy code. And sometimes you're put in that energy code for a specific life lesson. And once you pass that life lesson, once you outgrow that life lesson, your energy changes. So you no longer vibrate to that zip code. So you'll start seeing crazy things happen, you know, to you, your finances, your love life, you know, your health. A lot of you, your health issues are because you're living in an area that does not support, okay, your frequency. So you got to look into a lot of that. If you guys are confused, y'all could go to spiritualcandies.com. Y'all could book a consultation. I give you the tea on all of this stuff in your life, because this is anybody who has dealt with me, you know, from a professional standpoint. I have ascended so many people. A lot of people came to me sick and left healed. A lot of people came to me unable to get pregnant and left having a baby. A lot of people came to me, you know, making X amount of dollars and left making six figures. A lot of people came to me, you know, employed and left entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? It's all about knowing your codes and your frequency. And when it comes to me, this is my code. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people would be like, oh, well, you know, why don't you have like a mansion or, you know, millions of dollars in the bank? That ain't what it takes to make me happy. That might be what it takes to make you happy, but that ain't what it takes to make me happy. You know? So where I'm at, I'm content with where I'm at. And when I purchase my house, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to purchase a house that makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? Energetically, inside out, you know, I'm going to be able to just build beautiful memories there. I mean, that's a big commitment. So you want it to be right. I got to look into a lot of things. Like I say, I don't just buy the house for the aesthetics, the way it look, things of that nature. I got to look at the frequency. I got to look at where it's at. I got to look at the zip code. I got to look at the address, the numerology behind it, all of that stuff. All right. So let me see what my baby want. I'm going to see y'all later. Hey, y'all. So I left the gym. Y'all can see I'm still in my gym clothes because I did like 3.25 miles. I didn't really sweat. I just really walked. I didn't go hard like I normally do. You know, I just did a nice little brisk walk, but I had to go by the animal, my dog, or her doctor's office, because it's time for her to get her annual in. Her annual checkup and everything with her shots and stuff is now $214. It used to be $160. Maybe like right after COVID is when it changed. It went up from $150, I think, to $160. Now it's $214. Last year it was $201. This year it's $214. Now her grooming used to be $40. The people who do her grooming used to be $40. They went up to $50. Now they up to $65. We're talking about within like every year, you know what I'm saying? Everything is just going up. And I'm like, everything going up but the service. The price is going up but the service is still the same. And I don't mind. I'm going to do it because that's my pooch, baby. That's my road dog right now.
I don't mind them doing it. I pay more for a handbag. Hell, I done paid more for a bra and panty. Ain't even gonna lie. But, you know, it's just the fact of how these businesses, you know, these big businesses, because, you know, us self-employed folk, child, please, we hike our prices up due to necessity. Because when it comes to me and a product I sell and my service, you best believe the service goes up. Okay, you best believe the service goes up. You get quality, pristine prestige service when it comes to my business. So, you know, it's just like, I don't get like how these big companies could just jack up their prices. Hell, they jack up the prices of paper plates. They didn't even add another one in there. I'm like, where is the extra plates? The price done went up about $3, but I don't see an extra plate. This is still a 25 pack. So I don't know. But Bae is taking me out to lunch today, so I'm excited about that. I got her appointment scheduled for this weekend, so she'll be going to get her little self together this weekend. Saturday, I gotta take her there. And so right now, I guess I'm gonna go back to the hotel and probably shower and get ready for my lunch date with Bae. And we're gonna go out to lunch before the twins get off. So yeah, and I need to go buy Saks, and I need to return something that's way too big, y'all. Way too big. And I think they make these clothes too big, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I ain't never been nobody size 4, right? All of a sudden I'm a y'all look, Bae done got them kebabs right on the other boy. Look at that. Ooh, goat. No, is that goat? Yeah, that's goat. That's goat. Goat kebabs, y'all. I ain't put no veggies or anything on it because honestly, I left the store and forgot to get the veggies. But next up is a taste test. Yeah. I totally forgot to take y'all with me, but today I made some baked beans. Okay, I do not put onions in my baked beans. First of all, I don't eat onions like that, but I season the hell out of them. Okay, I made some kebabs. Okay, Bae grilled. I seasoned and prepped them. I didn't get the onions. I told y'all I forgot my bell peppers and stuff. It is what it is. So we just got straight meat. And then I also made some macaroni salad, you guys. This is how I like mine. Some people like theirs soupy. Some people like theirs dry. I like mine kind of like in the middle. Okay. So yes. Look at that. I'm finna go in, y'all. I'm finna go in. Yes.
I love the way he pays, can't get enough, sports me up when I'm rocking my candy pants.